Hey guys, welcome to SVPS EduTech. Today our topic is force. Before going to our topic force, let us discuss something like means in our daily activities, in our daily life, we are applying force as while in the early morning by doing exercise with a dumbbell like this you are applying a force to lift the dumbbell, and next while you are pushing the door or pulling the door and something we are dragging the drawer of the desk and so many things, don't you? Okay guys, now come to our topic, force. While you are starting this topic, a new chapter, force, so many questions will arise like what is force, what are the types of force, how force can help us in our daily life, as this. Okay guys, let's come. Our first question is what is force. Let us see guys. The definition of force is a pull or push of an object is called force. Again guys, a push or pull of an object is called force. Oh guys, okay, your doubt is what is push and what is pull. Okay guys, I will tell you the definitions first. Push means we are moving the objects away from us. Next, pull means we are dragging the objects towards us. Okay guys, let us look at the example of push. Means now I am trying to push this away from me. This is called pushing. And next, the example of pull is now I want to drag towards me. Means this is called pulling. Okay. So our first question, what is force, was completed. And next, our second question is what are the types of force. There are two types in forces. One is contact force, another one is non-contact force. What are they? Here we got a new terms called contact and non-contact. See guys, contact means there is a touching between the two objects. Non-contact means there is a distance between the two objects. For better understand, I will tell you an example. See guys, these are my two hands. So if I touch this, there is no gap between them, means they are in contact. If I move away from this, there is a distance between my two hands. This is non-contact guys. Okay. Again, there are so many types in contact force and non-contact force. First of all, types in contact force. Types in contact force. Our first type is muscular force, and next our second type is frictional force, third type normal force, fourth type spring force, fifth type and next tension force. These are the 5 types in contact force guys. So our first type is muscular force. What is muscular force? Muscular force means, I will tell you an example. In the early morning, I already told that we are doing exercise with a dumbbell like this, means you are lifting the dumbbell with your help of your force of muscle. So this force is called as muscular force. Okay guys, now our second type is frictional force. Frictional force means, see guys, like frictional force is a opposing force to our applied force. Again guys, frictional force is a opposing force to our applied force. Like, I will tell you with an example guys. See, while you are walking on the road in a forward direction and backward force will act. That force is called frictional force. Likewise, see guys, while you are walking in a slopey surface, means you have a floor in your room, you have poured an oil. When you walk on that, you will slide guys. Why? Because there is no friction on it. So if there is a friction, we can walk easily. If there is no friction, we will slip on the floor. I will tell you a better example for friction is carrom board. Do you know guys carrom board? I think all are playing that carrom board. See, when we are playing carrom board, we are spelling powder like maida. So that powder helps to shoot a target very easily. If there is no powder, then what will happen, guys? The coin does not move. Let us see that. Okay, you can see carom board here, guys. There is no powder on the carom board. Now I am trying to shoot red coin. See guys, coin does not move smoothly. Now I am spreading some powder like maida. Now there is a powder on board. This powder helps to remove frictional force. The coin moves smoothly. Let us see, guys. We have shooted the coin easily because of powder. Guys, so you can clearly see that powder helps to remove friction. So we can understand from these examples, frictional force help us to walk on the road safely. Frictional force does not help to play carom board. Okay guys, now let us move on to next third type of the contact force is normal force. Okay guys, now there is a table in front of you. On the table there is a book. So the book is in rest, means book is a stable object. So now why book does not fall down? Because for a stable object a force will act perpendicularly to the stable object. That force is called as normal force. A perpendicular force to the surface area will act. That force is called normal force, guys. Again I will tell the definition of normal force, guys. The force which is perpendicular to surface area. Okay guys, third type normal force was completed. Now come to the fourth type, that is spring force. You can see so many springs in your daily life. The definition of spring force is the force exerted by stretch or compress of a spring is known as spring force. Means the force which is used to stretch the spring or compress the spring, that force is known as a spring force. And next, the last one is tension force. What is tension force? Means the force which is exerted by stretchable materials. What are stretchable materials? Means like stretchable materials have a property to stretch, like rubber, thread or rope and chain, etc. So many there. So what is this stretchable materials do? Means there is a property like a tensile strength of these stretchable materials. Let us take an example of a rubber. We have stretched the rubber up to 30 centimeters. Okay guys, and next we are trying to stretch it to 40 centimeters. What will happen, guys? The rubber will cut. So that tensile strength of the rubber is 30 centimeters. Okay, and next our fifth top one tension force is also completed. Now come to the non-contact forces types. So what are the types in non-contact force? There are three types, guys. One is gravitational force, and second one is electrostatic force, and third one is magnetic force. Okay, now first one, gravitational force. What is it? You know gravitation. Once Newton sat under the apple tree, apple falls down. He said that the force is called as a gravitational force. Newton described it. So gravitational force means the force exerted by the earth, means the earth pulls us down. If you jump from this height, you will come down. If you throw a ball, the ball will comes down. Apple in a tree, it will falls down. Like the property is called as a gravitational force. The force attracted by our earth. Means, see guys, why gravitational force is in a non-contact type? Means there is no contact between apple and the ground, but apple falls down, means apple attracted by the earth. So there is a distance, means both are in non-contact. but apple falls down, so that force is called gravitational force. Now come to the second topic, electrostatic force. What is it? Electrostatic force, the definition is there is a attraction between charged body and uncharged or charged body. Okay guys, definition is the attraction between charged body with uncharged body or charged body. Let us see an example or an experiment guys. Take a comb guys, comb which helps to make your hair neat. Okay, first you should make with a comb like this up to 2 to 3 minutes. Okay guys, do it now. Guys, now this comb is charged, so now I am keeping this comb to the small piece of papers. Okay, with some distance guys, see here, there is a distance between the papers and the comb. The papers attracted like this guys, you can see that papers were attracted to the comb. This force is known as electrostatic force. Okay guys, if you observe the experiment carefully, the papers come upward and attract the comb. But why? Wait for a second. Gravitational pull act downwards, but electrostatic force means the comb was charged. So electrostatic force, the comb attracted the papers because of the force, electrostatic force. Why? Because electrostatic force is very greater than gravitational force. Okay guys, if you are standing in a position, between your foot and floor there is a gap between that because of electrostatic force. You feel that you have touched the ground, but there is a very micro gap will be there. Means electrostatic pull acts upward, gravity pull acts downward guys. Okay, observe this carefully. Electrostatic force acts upward pull, gravity downward pull. Okay, but electrostatic force is greater than gravitational force. And next let's move on to third type is magnetic force. You have known that in the magnet there are two poles, north pole and south pole. If you take two magnets, north pole repel, north pole south pole attract. See, if you take a big magnet and a small magnet, if you keep big magnet nearer to the small magnet will be attracted by the big magnet because of the force, magnetic force. If you see a diagram of magnetic field means it have a distance in a circular area. Field means circular area distance, means if you take a magnet there is a field across it. If you keep any magnet in the field, it will attract easily. If you kept outside of the field, the magnet doesn't attract. Means it have a capability to attract within the field, not outer of the field. Okay guys, this is about magnetic force. All the types were completed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe us.